Alright, gotta find a game today to play. I'm really bored. Let's see what we got here. We got a few games. Maybe it's still fun. We can do a lot of stuff here. Like, okay. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video made by me. And today we're gonna be making a game in a day, or I delete my YouTube channel. Oh boy. The reason for this is because I want to totally destroy myself by working myself to the ground. I mean, pushing myself to be the best game dev out there. And also because I was bored. So let's get into the video. First, I needed to plan the game. And then after careful consideration of the name, I came up with Slam. Pretty simple, but basic, but fun. Now that the planning was set up, I started working on the main things like the gameplay loop and the levels and the music. Just because it's some good practices to do before making your game in an editor. Finally, it's finished. And then I realized that it was too late and I wasn't gonna finish anything today. So to fix this problem, I decided to use a 12-hour timer I could find on Google and call it a day. Alright, so at this point, it was now time to start working on the game. I started setting up the name and all that stuff, and the render engine pipeline that I wanted to use. Now that the timer is started, it's time to add a cue and make some blocky boys for the level design. After figuring out how to turn my brain on, I came up with this specific design for this certain level, and it looked like absolute poo-poo lagoon. So I went to this handy dandy website I got from this dude, slapped that material on there, and got the post-processing and slapped that on there too to make it look good. Then after a little while longer, I changed the background and the material of the blocky boys to something a little bit more energetic. Total. Anyways, after finishing that, I decided to call it a day and pause the timer. Okay. Now look, I know this is going to sound bad, okay? But hear me out, alright? I was locked in, I wasn't focusing on the main objective here, and I got carried away, and I forgot to set the timer. Okay. Like, I was so in the zone, like, you can't even. But right now, that does not matter because this next part, we're going to be going over how I made the rest of the game. Now it's finally time to get serious on the game and the task at hand, which is to finish before the 12-hour mark. Okay, so around this point, I had made the player movement controller, and I did this by making it similar to that movement style of Pac-Man. After working out a few bugs, I finally got to the visual style of the game using Unity's amazing particle system and VFX. Now, of course, I didn't actually use real VFX because I'm a broke boy. While I'm not glazing this system, it is pretty cool and it is a great feature for your games. Eventually, after I set up the camera with the Sign Machine package I got from the package manager, I made some animations for the camera whenever the player hit walls, and this is what everything looks like so far. After a little while of playtesting the game so far, I decided to make an end screen when the player reaches the end point, and this is what it looks like. After a little bit more of time and a little bit more of coding, I came up with a way to display the end screen and a start animation of the game. By this time, the base game was pretty much done. All I needed to do next was just make the levels and the menu system. And the big problem there is that I won't have enough time to refine things and make things that I want. Which means that some of the stuff that I put on my planning sheet won't be in the game. However, there is an option. If this video gets 50 plus likes, then I will make a full version of this game with every idea I had intended for it without the timer. So please do be sure to like and subscribe to this video to see more videos like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Wait, no, please don't click off this video, bro. I need the view. Here we go, and it's time for level design. Yay! If you could not tell, I'm very enthusiastic about this part. Just kidding, I'm not. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first aspect of design was the menu, and it wasn't actually hard at all since I was using a simple grid system to place blocks, but this would essentially be the easiest part of this entire section of the video, which you'll see why in a second. After a bunch of trial and error, I finally came up with a likable design of the menu and kept it that way for the rest of the game. Here's what it looked like so far. Using the level template I created from the practice scene that I made, I used this to take reference of what the map would be based off of and use this to make a pretty decent level design. After a bit more of coding and placing some more blocks down, I actually made some decorations in the background to make the scene a little bit more appealing, and this is the finished product. Alright, so at that point, it was now time to work on level 2, and I had a good decent amount of time left. As I was watching the clock, I made sure to only get the essential parts of the game done, so I wouldn't waste any time doing anything I didn't have to work on. Okay, now it was level 2's turn to be brutally massacred by me. Because I was pretty much rushing at this point, I just copied the entirety of level 1 and used that as a template to make the level. Now, of course, I didn't have a material for the scene, so I went to trusty cc0textures.com and got a nice grass texture for the background. Blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 4. A few minutes later, I came up with this for the level, and that would be it. Okay, and now we are in the final stretch of this video, and it's going to be pretty fast. Very, very fast. Because I do not want to talk about this trash level design that I have going on. So let's go! Level 3, changed the skybox, got rid of the water and the grass. Also changed the level design and added a cloud effect using Unity's particle system. Level 4, changed the skybox, took some of the elements from level 3 including the clouds, went to cc0textures.com to get a sand texture, and boom, level 4 created. Level 5, got a skybox created, got some water in the scene, made an interesting level design, added more doors, changed the skybox if you didn't know that already. Boom, we got level 5 created. Now all that was left was the menu, which I had already partially completed, but I didn't actually add the level system. So I did that. And I also added an options menu where you can delete your saves for whatever reason and change the graphics quality if the game is running on a potato. Now sadly, I didn't have enough time to make every button in the game have a function, really only applying to the in-game options buttons, but like I said earlier, if the video gets 50 likes, then I will be making a full version of this game and everything that I envisioned the game would have. But yeah, with the timer ticking to its last minute, I started rushing as fast as I could to finish the game and make sure everything was relatively bug-free, and I made sure to keep track of the time as I could. And I made some sound effects using FL Studio and got some music from other games I didn't release. And then before I knew it, without looking at the time, I actually finished the game. Surprising, right? Okay, and at this point with the game actually done, all I had to do was just make an itch.io page and then make a icon for the game to display. And in case you wanted to see the final product, I got you right here. To the game. This is pretty loud, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. But yeah, so here it is. Gonna make it quick though. So these are the levels. I'm going to go ahead and go here and reset saves. And there you go. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's go level 1. I'm a bit of a pro. I'm a bit of a pro at my own game, so I'm just gonna go a little faster. Boom. We can go to the next level and our points add up there. Oh no, we messed up. That's not good. We gotta speedrun this entire game. Gotta speedrun. Go, let's go. kind of pre-fire your moves a little bit, if you know what I'm talking about, instead of just waiting until you get to the end of whatever corridor you're in. So like this, you can just go up and down like that. Boom. I think I got this like at 15 seconds, I think. There's some. Oh no. I want to eventually make a full game though, and it's gonna have like more sound effects, better music, and more levels. I wanted to add an endless mode, but I didn't have enough time for it, so you can avoid some of these lasers. Nah, we're gonna go faster than that, bro. Oh, okay. I clicked quit. Let's try it. Too slow. You can also play this with the controller too. The new input system made it like really easy. So that's how. But anyways, that is the end of this video. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And of course, the game is free on itch, so have at it. And I'll see you guys next time.